And now, Hot Topics Live with Joe Rogers.
And good morning. This is a special edition of Hot Topics Live. I'm Joseph Rogers. Thank you for joining us this morning. Today marks the first day for spring sports here at Central Catholic, and in my studio this morning, I'm joined by Mr. McVaugh, who is an assistant coach for track and field. Good morning, Mr. McVaugh. Welcome to Hot Topics.
Morning, Joe. Thanks for having me.
Of course. All right, Mr. McVaugh, tell me about Central Catholic's track and field program, specifically the different events involved in the sport, as it's not reserved just to running.
Well, that's typically people think it's just for runners and often say, well, I'm not very fast, so I'm not going to come out. But the truth of the matter is there's actually 18 events which consist of run, jump, throw. You can run fast, run far, jump high, jump far, or throw far. So there's really something in the sport for everyone. The idea of not being fast, sometimes kids come out to get faster, and that's worked pretty well. I know that if you're familiar with Coach Lucas, who's the head coach, soccer and lacrosse specifically have brought him on board with them as well to improve the performance of those teams.
All right, now how successful is the Central Track and Field team, past and present, and how have graduates benefited from being part of this program?
Well, I think we fare pretty well with other sports at school. We've had Whippeal titles. We've had multiple kids go on to the state championship. We've had state champions. We're consistently a competitor in the team title, and there. You have a great staff there helping to do work with all the events. Coach Stone's a former Central Catholic graduate who's working with the jumpers. Mr. Handerhan and Mr. Lehman both have previous experience. Mike Moore is a former graduate and Whippeal qualifying thrower. Then you have this old guy sitting next to you who's been around for over 30 years. I'm also a Central graduate. And Coach Lucas is a Central graduate, and he still holds the school record in the 4x100 meter relay.
Now, are there any professional athletes who also participate in high school track and field?
Well, I'm not sure if you're familiar with this concept, but in the NFL, over 90% of the players in the NFL participated in another sport in addition to football when they were in high school. And over 50% of those players, that particular sport was track and field. You have some local guys like, this guy named Terry Bradshaw, 4 Super Bowl championships. He was the national high school champion in the javelin. This guy from North Hills High School, LeVar Arrington, he was a PIAA finalist in the long jump. Curtis Martin from Alderdice, he participated in the PIAA track and field championships in the high jump, the list goes on. We could spend all of our 10 minutes just talking about that, but.
All right, and finally this morning, what is your favorite story about a successful track and field athlete? I know you have one in mind.
It's about a girl actually, and her name is Pam Dukes. She was convinced that the only sport she should be involved in was softball. And then this pesky track coach kept coming up to her locker and asking her to come out and throw the shot put. She thought he was crazy. So finally she figured out a way to get rid of him. She told him that, I'll tell you what, I'll come out, I'll throw it once, and then you'll leave me alone. So she picked up the shot put. She threw it. She's in 9th grade now. She misses the school record by 6 inches. So she goes home, tells her parents what happened. They said, well, you know what, maybe you should take this guy serious. So she did. She took him serious. She went out for track. She broke the school record every year of her high school career. The sophomore, junior, and senior year, she broke the state record. She got a full scholarship to Stanford. She was an NCAA champion. She went on to participate in 2 Olympics and has the second farthest throw ever by a woman in the world in both the shot put and the discus, because some pesky track coach kept bothering at her locker. So that is my favorite story.
All right. Thank you, Mr. McVaugh, for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having it. And I want to encourage some of the guys out there that haven't thought about it before to maybe come out for track. and field.
All right. And that is our program for this morning. I'm Joseph Rogers. Thank you so much for joining us, and I hope you'll join us next time right here on Hot Topics Live. Have a good day.